Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace. Thank you guys for joining us yet again for another show of the Urban X Podcast. Thank y'all. Sorry for the view right now. My internet is being janky. I'm sorry.
Malcolm's internet is being janky.
Can you hear me though? Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're your hosts. I am Malcolm. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot. #1 father and son podcast on the planet. I got a mic stand finally. Shouts out to y'all in the comments getting on me. Shouts out to everybody. It's coming together. It's gonna come together. You know, slowly but surely, it's gonna come together. But what's up with you, man?
Man, all is good, man. You know, it's slow news week. But we're gonna make it do what it do because that's what we do. As you can see, I'm still rolling out some of the threads, man. Morals over money. Last week was culture over vultures. I got that cream. Corporations rule everything around me. All that stuff is on the site now as we speak. And so we just rolling them out.
ShopUrbanX.com for some of the new joints. Those are. I'm very jealous. I'm not there because those are tough.
Yeah, these are tough. And I think they're in alignment with what's going on right now, the sentiments of the people. Less is more. So go ahead and get you one of these morals over money joints, culture over vulture joints. You know, we got the granddads over dads. Got to throw that in there too. You know, shout out all the granddads. We got AI over AI. So we have the over-under series hitting hard.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So shouts out. Thank you guys for joining us yet again. We appreciate you. When we're here, man. So want to do a quick shout out? Any other announcements we got?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Of course, Father's Day is coming up amongst us. So we have all of that stuff on the site.
Yep.
You know, we got some big announcements coming in the future. Stay tuned for that, as always. Oh, this Sunday is the fellas only meeting. So remember, we do our Sunday meetings for our paid members. We're going to put out that Zoom link early. We're not going to wait till 15 minutes before the show. We're going to put it out there so you guys have it. Tomorrow we'll put it out. You know, we'll put it out again Sunday morning, just so you know.
Oh, you want us to go? You want the link to go out tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is there a problem with that, sir?
No, it's all good.
You know, because I noticed we've been putting it up 15 minutes before the show.
And everybody still makes it.
Not everybody. There's people who probably go, well, whatever. Then they show up for the ladies' meeting, and they get kicked out, and it's embarrassing. Especially our brother Asham. He get in there, And they be like, Asham, what are you doing here? And he'd be
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be here anyway, you know. And so just make sure the links is in there tight. I'm not sure if my sister's still collecting money for the Once Upon a Prom situation. So maybe we can get that QR code up there. You know, just one more time. You know, we're going to keep pumping that so that if you are interested in helping young people, you know what I'm saying, get their haircuts, their nails done, their eyebrows, all of those things that make sure that this is a memorable moment for children who are in a shelter or have unfortunate living situations, but they still want to go to the prom and look good and do the damn thing. So scan that QR code. No amount is too small because when they add it all up, they're going to make sure these kids look sharp, take photos of these kids, and this is what it's all about when we say the village coming together. And here at Urban X, that's what we like to do anyway. Make sure we do our part.
check our files, man. We be here supporting. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Check our files.
Check the files.
All right, so let's do a quick roll call and then let's get to some stuff, man. Let's get to some stuff.
Okay.
I see Greenville, South Carolina in the building. What's good? I see
ATL is in the building.
ATL's in the house.
DMV is in the building.
Happening. South Kakalaki, what's good?
Yes. Roll Tide, Alabama's in the building.
North Carolina, what's good?
Your new hometown, Malcolm, Wilmington or something, whatever.
Stop hating. Stop hating.
Is it Wilmington? I'm not really sure. Is it Wilmington?
I don't know.
Okay, you just know you out in Delaware. That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
want people to know where I'm at. You know?
I got you. I peeped that. You on your James Bond shit.
You know what I'm saying?
The Bay Area is in the building. Toronto, Charlotte,
West Philly, what's good? What's good?
Dirty
LA.
Jersey.
Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for joining us. And let's get to some stuff. Hit the button, man.
All right, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So Apple did it again. They did it again with these lists.
They did.
They did it again. They suckered us in. They got us all mad about these lists, about their 100 best albums list. And you know, we understand what goes on. We understand how these lists are made to agitate everybody. Because think about it. Music in itself just being subjective, right?
Right.
How in the hell are you going to pick 100 of the greatest albums across 100 different genres? Like that is like, it's impossible.
Yes.
So the fact that they even did it, it was just insane, right? And this list was egregious in itself, I think.
Yes, the list was egregious in itself because, like you said, music is subjective. Yeah. And so there's no real criteria in which you can say what's the greatest album. If we're just talking sales, then it's Thriller, hands down.
Yeah.
And this is before the streaming era. Thriller was the #1 selling album. You had to go to Tower Records or wherever. You had to get off your ass and go get that album.
Yeah.
And watch this. His album was already the #1 selling album before he dropped the video for Thriller.
Yeah.
When he dropped the video for Thriller, then it moved it into another stratosphere.
And that might not even be his best album.
Well, Off the Wall is probably even better than that, but that's beside the point. Again, subjective. What kind of criteria do you use? Because 70% of these albums, I don't even know what they are, but that's me. Right?
Okay, here's some notable notes about this list, okay? So there's no Mariah Carey album
Excuse me.
on this list.
No Mariah Carey album on the list.
There's no Whitney Houston album on this list. There's no Earth, Wind and Fire album. There's no Luther Vandross album either.
Okay, so this is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
So they got the Lauryn Hill album #1. I don't agree with that. No disrespect.
I don't agree either. but it's
No, it's listen. It's one of the top. For me personally, it's in my top 5, hands down. It's just a beautiful, no skip album. You know what I mean? Transcending. It is. I'm not gonna say it's The Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. Even Thriller is kind of up there. These are groundbreaking albums in that sense, but it's an amazing album, right?
Right.
Thriller number 2. The Beatles have to be in there because that's their overlord.
Yeah. Abbey
Prince
Road. That's
is in-
that's Abbey Road is one of them crossing the street on the on the cover. Okay.
Yes.
I even know that.
Right. Prince is in there.
Okay.
Blonde by Frank Ocean, number 5.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Now that's
bro.
a good album, but it's not.
Yo, it wasn't even better than Channel Orange. Like, yeah.
No, it was a good album. It's good.
Bro,
right?
Channel Orange that was that one, bro.
So I mean, you know, and the list goes on. Illmatic ain't until 39. Right?
Yeah.
So we're not gonna go through all of these, but it's a lot of iconic stuff that's not on this, but it's subjective. But they said this was the people's vote. So they're asking people, and if you're voting, you know, again, subjective, who you like, modern wise, you know, because we forget some of the classic albums that came out in the 70s and 80s. And so I guess, you know, another list here, I watched Ebro give the honors to Lauryn Hill, who looked delighted, as she should be. Great body of work. She was with her moms at the time. And, you know, great music is an offering to everyone. And so I'm appreciative of a lot of these albums on the list, even though I'm not into a lot of heavy metal and rock. They also deserve their say in the matter, but it's very difficult to list this stuff, and I think it's done to emote a certain energy from the people, which gets us talking. And so, from a conversation standpoint, we can have that conversation. You know what I mean?
I gotta respond to somebody.
Say it again.
I gotta respond because somebody said just because Luther Vandross and Mariah Carey are great singers don't mean they have great albums. That album, I think it's The Emancipation of Mimi, I think from Mariah Carey. That is a classic. That album is almost perfect.
No disrespect. You can't tell me Frank Ocean's album is better than that. Can't tell me that.
Wait. Yeah, it's not. It's not.
This is what I'm saying. You can't tell
hell
me.
No. Yeah.
So let's put this in perspective of certain things. You know.
Come on, guys.
You can't tell me It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back is number 35 or something. But again,
39, I think.
39. That's the music I listen to, and where I would place it. And it's not the number one, the 100 hip hop albums. It's overall albums. So they just kind of threw everything in a bunch, and you know, so you take the list with a grain of salt. There's no reason for me to argue about that because we both look crazy.
True.
So we're not arguing. We're just pointing out certain things that's like, really? You know.
Very true.
I don't even think Get Rich or Die Trying is on this list, isn't it?
I believe it is. It's like, it's down there, though.
Oh, it must be. Yeah, I'm like, that was a crazy album.
It's down there. Yeah, it's 82.
82. Wow.
Again, the album is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, for what it is, the album is perfect. There's no skips on that album. But, you know, hey, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. But, so, here's the thing. Broken down by genres, here's the stats. It's 21 hip-hop or rap albums.
Okay.
18, and that's the most. That's the most on the list, by the way.
Wow. Okay.
18 rock albums, 16 pop, 14 alternative, 11 R&B and soul, 4 electric, 3 hard rock, 3 jazz, 2 Motown, 1 punk, 1 country, 1 Latin, 1 metal, 1 roots and reggae.
Wow. 1 country, huh?
Yeah.
And that's where Beyonce is going with it, huh? All right. Maybe she'll be number 2.
It's it's crazy that album is making no noise.
Yeah, but is
None.
it not making noise because timing is bad? Is it not making noise because we don't give a shit about it? You know what I mean?
I mean, I didn't. It was okay. I don't think it was, because I think even if you don't like house music, you don't like the Vogue music and stuff like that, I think you can listen to Renaissance and go, this is a good album. That rock album was just okay.
Yeah. Side note, the Lemonade album was up there.
Heck, that was great.
Yeah, I think that album was number 10 or 11 or.
Let me see. I think it was. Hold on. It was 10. Yeah, it was 10. Great album.
Okay.
The Blueprint was 13. That's a good album.
That's a good album. I'm not sure it's better than Illmatic though, but come on. Just my humble opinion. Shit, not sure it was better than Get Rich or Die Trying.
I don't think so. But...
Oh, Ready to Die. Shit,
Okay. All right.
Again. But applaud hip hop for being up there,
Yeah. So that's the list, guys. You go take a look at it. See what albums on there that you would agree with, don't disagree, or disagree with, and that's what these albums, that's what these lists are about. They're literally to get engagement. They're engagement forums. Like, they want people to argue, to talk about it on their podcast, like we're doing right now. But that's what they're all about. So don't get too wrapped up in it. And like I said, I think it's impossible to create a 100 all-time greatest album list. I really think it's impossible.
Well, they just did it, so it is possible. Yeah. They just did it. But I know what you
ethically.
mean.
Ethically, you know what I mean?
So no one is going to be 100% happy with that. And with that being said, kudos to Lauryn Hill, Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yo, you know what's crazy? How much monumental success like that could destroy your career. Isn't that bugged?
What do you mean?
That album was so impactful, so well received, that she could not follow that up.
Yeah, I agree, but there was a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I think will come out later on. Because remember, when we talk about energy, her light was so bright. Right? 5 Grammys, holding a record, this, that, perfect album, feminine energy. Mm-hmm. She kept her clothes on. She spoke from the heart chakra. The sonic composition of it was a masterpiece. And people get threatened by that because that's energy that can't be not computed or through the physical sense. It registers and resonates beyond the physical, right? So as we speak that we're spiritual beings having a human experience that's harmonized by certain sounds, vibrations, frequencies, and colors. Because color is nothing but sound. And so when you see that in a person with that kind of bright light, for the people who gather around her, we love it, but there are certain people who are threatened by that energy. So like a moth to a flame, as I always say, they clamp onto it and they drain the energy. And I'm not saying the Marley brother, who was married at the time when he got with her, drained her energy after 7 children or whatever, and then trying to leave, not giving the proper credit to the people behind the scenes, Malcolm, who helped you with these compositions. It's hard to replicate that. You would have had to get back into the booth with the same people and at least try to, you know what I mean? And it's hard when you hit a grand slam. You can't get a single. You can't get a double after that.
And I think, especially back then, like, think about how music was back then, where, like, your sales, that was kind of like it. It wasn't about, like, core fan base as it is now. Like, I think if you come out with an amazing album like that now, and then you follow it up with a single or double hit, like, let's just, let's stick with the baseball analogy. I think that's still a win that you could really be proud of and really hang your hat on. That back then, I think that was kind of tough.
And
You know what I mean?
it happened to Michael Jackson.
Okay.
He came out with what did he come out with after that? Bad?
That one was good too.
Or was that before Thriller? That was after, right?
That was after. He was light skinned then. Yeah.
Right, he was light skinned,
Yeah.
but it wasn't Thriller. And then he came out with Dangerous.
Which was not bad.
No, the half Teddy Riley produced was awesome. The other shit, I don't know what the fuck that shit was, right? Because that had Remember the Time on it and stuff like that. So there's still space to grow, but it might have been the pressure, man.
I think because going to somebody who is not on the same level, guys. Before I even say this, she is not on the same level. Before I even say this, but Cardi B is going through the same thing right now. I think
on a small level, yeah.
On a smaller level, guys. But like her last album, Invasion of Privacy, that came out in 2016, I think.
Quite a while.
It came out a while ago. I thought the album was great. Like
for a first album, yes.
For a first album, and what I was expecting from a Cardi B album, I was like, this is good music. Like this is not bad. And it afforded her like so many brand deals. Like that catapulted her into a level of stardom that I don't think anybody was prepared for when it came to Cardi B, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's toyed around with singles and stuff like that haven't really caught. And I think she's scared to put out another album.
Yeah, she's scared of failure, and the competition in her genre has increased dramatically.
That too, yeah.
So she ain't just worrying about Nicki, like, okay, I got to put out a better album than Nicki. That's not the case anymore. You got to put out a hot album. Now, with that being said, she hooked up with, what's his name? Slimfoot? What's the nigga name? Offset. She hooked up with Offset. And together, she's able to live a greater lifestyle than she was ever when she was stripping and drugging men and robbing them in the hood. Let me hit allege, Even though she said that out her own mouth, I will hit the allege button, right? So sometimes you're just happy to upgrade your life. Look at Eve, right? Eve put out a good album or two. And then she hooked up with a billionaire and go, what the fuck am I spitting rhymes for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're saying Rihanna don't want no parts of the industry because it's a dark side to the industry that when you get back in that field, you got to deal with all the demons in there. When she and ASAP get back home, live a quality life with that kind of money she already has.
Yeah.
Just sit back chilling. And so Cardi B is like, listen, I'm living out in Atlanta or wherever. We got nice cars, food. I got a couple of kids. Shit, I'm good. Now the record company and the corporations who ready to put something back into the machine and put her out there is like, come on, we need this album.
They're like, yo, I need a return, mama. Like,
I need a return on my money.
I need a return. What you doing?
Absolutely. Yeah. And so that's where that goes. And so Lauren was in a weird place, I think, with the Wyclef situation, who basically, we got to thank him for a lot of them songs.
Yeah.
Quiet as kept, shit. Yeah. It's like when Mary is in a good mood, the music ain't popping. But when she's sad, I hate to say it, but when she going through some shit, Mary dig in. Yeah. Be like, let me give you all these jewels. And, and so... Lauren, and now, I don't know what Lauren went through, but it's a different, she's in a different vibrational frequency now.
I would love to hear a new Lauren album, though. I would like.
Yeah.
How many years since it's been 20 years? You did 20 years of living.
I mean, if she could ever get to the studio on time, to record the album.
That's true. That too.
And then, you know that she got this, she got like a hitch. When the band is never on time, she, come on. She wants to move the band up. It's like she's off kilter, right? So she's not in the pocket no more. And that's no knock on Lauren. But if you've ever seen her live or just watch her when she performing, she's always like trying to move the band. It's like they're not in sync anymore. And then, you know, when I heard one or two people speak about being in her presence, you can't look at her. It's a lot of shit, a lot of weird shit, going on, and you know, but I would love to hear a new album, but I would never compare it to The Miseducation. Yeah. She's 20 years older. She's been through a different phase in her life. She just has a beautiful voice, and she's almost soulless. And I know a lot of people are not gonna like that, but
where did that come from?
I was looking for the right words to express when I hear her now. Okay. The voice don't sound the same. The energy don't sound the same. I'm just keeping it a beam, bro.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean? Malcolm, I used to walk with a swagger so ill. It was a pussy magnet. Let's just keep it a beam. Just
throw some caps in some caps in the chat for us if you believe it.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Anyway, so I used to have a walk so ill that, you know, it's a pussy magnet. It's just like I'm on now. I walk with a wobble like the fucking penguin. You'll never catch me, Batman. When you see me coming down the street now, it's a wobble. I can't do nothing about it. I'm looking behind me, looking for Batman. Shit, man, will never catch me, Batman. And so it's just the truth. I don't have that swag no more. Now, if I'm sitting in my chair, now up here, my swag is on 100,000 trillion. I can move my hand, this, that, you know, not. When I get out, this is like if you walk up on me and you ain't seen me and you basing it on this cool swagger shit, this upper body swag shit, nigga. My upper body swag is so ill. I don't even need legs, nigga. And I could throw you off like, oh, that nigga getting it, son. And then I jump out my seat and shit. You'll never catch me, Batman. It's a whole different. So I'm not knocking her because you get a little older, you know. You know, let's just let me just hit the button now.
More motivation for me to.
We'll move on
keep a healthy lifestyle, man.
Yeah, keep a healthy lifestyle, because when the penguin shit hits you, nigga, it's over. Man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Somebody said that's how he pulled my mother. Don't be talking about my mama.
Oh yeah, it was.
Don't be talking about my mama.
If she met me today, she'd be like, "What the fuck's wrong with this nigga? What kind of hitch is this shit? This is fucking hitch, nigga." Now, if I'm coming out of Popeyes, I can throw you off because I got two 50-piece buckets with me. And they say, oh, he still got his swag, but the chicken is making him wobble as he's come out of Popeyes. But, you know, I'm next subject, man. Let's, you know, okay. So, what are we talking about next?
So, this was after our episode on Monday. Tuesday morning, mad people was hitting me, DMing me, to show me Cameron's appearance on CNN that day. And he was on CNN to talk about Diddy and the video with Cassie and stuff like that. And he completely showed his ass 100%. Now, I have two feelings about this. First feeling is, why do we need Cameron to talk about anything? Right?
Okay.
As CNN, you should have watched his past interviews with Bill O'Reilly. Just his past interviews. He's not a great representation of what you'd want. Like, if you want an intellectual conversation about anything serious, I don't think Cameron is the guy to do so. Mm-hmm. So that's on CNN. That's on the show's producers. That's on thing. Then I go, okay, and because Cam said the same thing, and then if you watch it, the questioning, she was trying to lead him down a certain road with the questioning, right? So he's saying, y'all called me for the bullshit, I'm going to give you what y'all wanted, basically. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, you looked annoyed from the minute you got on there, so you didn't have to agree to go up there anyway, mm-hmm. right? we've had people reach out to us for interviews. I spoke about somebody reaching out to me from Fox Soul who wanted to interview me, who wanted my take on something. Somebody from one of our elected officials' offices reached out recently as well, and we just declined. Like, nah, that's not what we are trying to do. Right? He could have done the same thing. So that was my kind of thing. And then what I also don't like how, again, we just glorify the worst parts of us. Right? Like, I'm gonna give you what you want. Like, I don't understand like why. I didn't like it personally. I didn't like it.
Yeah, my take on it is very similar in the sense they should have done their research, right?
Yeah.
Because Cameron is not the most intellectual, but if that was their plan, you see, you got to understand.
That too.
If their plan was to lure Cameron into a dialect on his level, on some nigga shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because CNN is broadcast throughout the world.
Yeah.
So while Cameron felt he may have been sticking it to them, you know what I mean? Y'all ask me some bullshit, because Cameron is on a street code and I would never snitch and this and that, and I get that. But perception in this reality is everything. And so while you may have took it, Cameron, as a personal victory for you because you show them, the world is watching. And so when we get on these platforms, we don't have to be yes sir and no sir. But
right.
if you choose to come on, that's a choice you made. So if I choose to come on CNN, I'm already prepared for slick questioning. I'm already prepared for questioning that's gonna lead me down, and I'm gonna intellectually kick her ass, because she's a sister. You know what I mean? And say, you're not gonna take it there. This is my view on blam, 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 blam. He did sort of answer he's against domestic violence. Then he was promoting his drink and all them other things. And so I'm twisted at the same time with it.
Yeah,
so
I was torn because again, I'm thinking like, okay, and then they could have tried to. That could have been a setup as well. They could have brought him on to talk about, let's say, his podcast with Mace. We just want you to come and talk about your podcast with Mace. And then the first question they hit you with is something about Diddy. That'd piss me off too.
Right. So I don't know all the particulars. Usually, according to Janelle Hill, the producers will tell you what the segment is going to be about. Usually you're not blindsided, but that doesn't mean you still don't find yourself in a situation of them trying to get you to throw a colleague under the bus.
Yeah.
Because Diddy is still a colleague.
Yeah.
And we speak a lot about the reactivists who always want to do the easy layup shit. Well, what do you feel about Diddy? I denounce Diddy. Nigga, you was just at a party with this nigga 3 weeks ago, having a good goddamn time. He got you on tape too. You know what I mean? And so Cam chose not to do that. All good. But it's not what we do sometimes, is how we do it. And if y'all feel that that was the best way he could have did that, not looking at the grand scope of how people view us, another nigga, dark shades, hat on, promoting some bullshit, talking some bullshit, because there's a world view of us, not the view of us who are in the culture, who understand the nuances of the culture. Malcolm, you know what I mean?
But then the response is gone, because I could already see him coming. Why we gotta behave for white people? And that's not.
I just got finished saying you ain't gotta be up here saying yes, master, no, master, and still give a great interview. Why does it have to be one extreme or the other? Why do we have to be straight niggas to validate we ain't about that, when we could have just said I ain't going on the show? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Because we've turned down you know what I mean? So I'm not saying you have to be all studious and Eric Dyson about the shit, but you could at least answer questions in a way that kept your nuts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know all the details about this and that. I am against domestic violence, and I think collectively we all need to do better, blam, 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 and kept it moving. So they're probably both wrong in the sense that they chose Cameron.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
And him understanding that, saying, I'm going to use this. And see, Cameron has to be a little bit more careful now because that was his colleague he was talking to. Not just him protecting Diddy as a colleague.
Yeah.
He's a podcaster now. He's media.
Yeah.
Right? So now you're talking to a fellow colleague in your new field.
I ain't thinking about that.
About a colleague that you have in your old field.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful because now other corporations, the same corporations, Barstool and them, who cut you out a $20 million deal, might go, yeah, that's a bad representation of who we are. So when it's time to renew your deal, I think we're good. We give you leeway to be on your show, to be as authentic as possible. You and Mace, y'all do a real authentic thing. That's great. But, you know, we have people to answer to, and they have people to answer to. And so there's always a chain of command when you step foot into the corporate world. Does that make sense?
Yes, and somebody just said he did right because the Pink Horsepower sold out that day. Cam is a businessman nonetheless. And what I would say in response is to look at my pop shirt that he has on right now.
Yes. Perfect.
That's it. That's
So
it.
sell your ass, make black people look bad so that your pink power can sell out. At some point, it's got to be morals over money. And thank you for that, Malcolm, for being on time with that. This is what we're talking about.
I don't know. Personally, I didn't like it.
Yeah, and like I said, it doesn't have to be one extreme or the other. He could have met in the middle somewhere and, you know what I mean, still gave good answers if you chose to be there, or just don't fucking be there.
That could have solved everything. Just
Could have
say,
solved
no,
everything.
I'm good.
We wouldn't be talking about this if he'd have been like, nah, I'm good.
No, but and somebody else said somebody else made the point that he wanted to go viral. He wanted the moment and he got it. And it's like, okay, but
yes, but this is what we mean by we have to move past the likes. Like, you know, you can get killed for likes. I'm gonna speak about that in a minute. You know, and so we have to have a moral standard, you know, because you represent more than just you. I am because we are. And if we don't adapt that collectively, Malcolm, that's the problem. If every man for himself who can go on CNN, I keep telling you, perception is everything. I didn't learn that until I went overseas, in London and Holland and Paris, Germany and other places, and saw how powerful hip hop was and how powerful us acting like niggas and then them trying to replicate that worldwide without a true cultural understanding and nuance of it. See, you from here, so you understand that's just nothing but, you know what I mean, his swag. People outside of America don't understand swag. They just look at it from a literal standpoint. You know what I mean? And you was up there, no telling who was watching, because it's a very, here's the thing too, it was a very serious subject, right? Dealing with a lot of women, domestic violence, this and that. And so you had women watching and were triggered, and you almost, even though you said, I'm not with that, you took that as a moment to promote yourself over maybe vanguarding for the protection of women. It would have been great for you to pander. Sometimes you can pander for our sisters, nigga. You was talking to a sister. How about that?
Yeah.
Right? You talking to a sister and you trivialized this process by moving your pink drink. You know what I mean? And all of that kind of shit. And then there's people like, yeah, that's right. And you missed the assignment.
Yeah, I think so.
Right? Your show could have been something that you could have and had viral by making a powerful statement. And now people go, you know what? I normally wouldn't watch Cam and them show, because them niggas be over there fucking cooning and shit under the guise of sports. But let me come over because I really appreciate the way he stood up and said, even without throwing Diddy under the bus. You could have just been talking about domestic violence and how it is unacceptable. And she said, well, how did you feel when you saw the Diddy? She said, Miss, it doesn't matter if it was Diddy or Danny. This is not right.
Yep.
Then at the very end, he could have just took a little subtle drink of his pink power and put it down. Ball game over. That was masterful. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
I agree.
So I agree, with some aspects of it. We got to get out of this one extreme to the other.
I don't know. I might be getting conservative in my 30 years now. I don't know, man, because I was just like,
No. Well, shit, I've been that way because I'm always thinking about how do we look collectively,
Yeah, I agree. So we're gonna take a quick.
You are tuned into the sounds
hold on.
of Urban X.
Is it commercial break time?
I think so.
Mama
We can
Dot,
keep it going.
is it time for a commercial?
We can keep it going.
We can keep it going.
All right, let's keep it going.
All right, we'll
So-
keep it going. Yeah.
Okay, so everybody like in the culture, like a lot of people were waiting on Joe Budden's response to the to the Diddy Cassie video that dropped, right? So much so that he even edited out the part where they initially saw the video because apparently they saw it in real time as they were recording their Saturday pod. So Friday comes out Saturday. So he said they took it out because he didn't feel like it was right. Like they didn't really go into it. Like one of his friends took him and said, yo, I think I should do that again. So the Wednesday's show, they went on about it for about an hour. And Joe went off. Like he went off about Diddy, about how this makes, just the culture look bad and stuff like that. And 2 thumbs up, right? I think he said what he needed to say. I think he said what he was supposed to say. He completely, cut Diddy from any kind of association of him and Diddy, even though he was on Revolt and stuff like that. So what happened then after that, because his response went viral, now everybody that ever has had anything about, any accusation about Joe Budden, they're coming out now, right? So his old girlfriend that used to be on him in Love and Hip Hop, Tahiri, she came out and said he threw her down some stairs or something like that, dragged her. He went off on her, called her like a gold digging lion, stuff like that. And then other people who have come out, who have, accused him of similar behavior in the past came out as well. So it's one of those things where I feel like that's why he was hesitant to kind of go in the way he did. Because the elephant in the room is there have been some wild accusations about you too. You get what I'm saying? So you can't really take this more high ground as he's been doing with other topics, right? So remember, we just left the Kendrick Drake situation, and I'm telling you, I personally believe that a lot of the pedophile stuff, even though there was whispers about it online, I think Joe's podcast made it real loud. Because when Joe was talking about that the last album that came out, he said, stop messing with them young girls, right? And everybody was like, what? He said, yeah, he messing with these young 20-year-old girls. He need to mess with somebody grown, right? And then that made a lot. And then if you listen to the beef, Drake thought he was getting ahead of that by doing the Tupac voice and saying, I heard it on the Joe Budden show, stuff like that. So Joe has taken these moral high grounds when his fingers are dirty. Alleged or not, they just, his name is around a lot of dirt. So I saw this coming a mile away. Yes. And it's just wild that like everybody just has their moment where their name is just trending for all the wrong reasons.
Okay. Here's the thing with that. I agree, right? When you are a high profile individual, none of us are perfect. Let's just start with that. There are a lot of us who have been in situations that we wish we could take back, right? It's not as uncommon as you think of a brother getting into it with his woman and this and that and wishing he didn't do that. But when you are a celebrity, right? And you're on a platform and you have the voice of a lot of people, it comes across as hypocritical.
Yes.
It comes across as how dare you, because I was triggered by you sitting on my stomach when I was pregnant, as one of his ex-girl alleges. And the other one said you throwing me down a flight of stairs and dragging me, allegedly. And so look at the situation Charlemagne is in. He gave Diddy the donkey of the day, right? And now the young lady who originally accused him is what he did was he put her back in viral rotation.
Yeah.
Because she has reemerged, once again to say, wait a minute, slow down.
Yeah.
You did this and you did that. So it's a very touchy situation, but you have almost an obligation if you Joe Budden to say something. For instance, give you a perfect example. When the Africa Bambaataa ship broke, I was one of the last people to say anything, right? I just kind of wanted to let it, this, that. But people who listen to Black Dot for hip hop have heard me praise him in my book about his this and that. They was doing like this. So you just not gonna say nothing? I couldn't be hypocritical. I have to be as transparent as possible.
Yeah.
So I was not forced, but at some point I had to come out and go, yeah, that shit was dead ass wrong in every capacity. You follow?
Yeah. Yep.
And so you have an obligation based on the audience that you speak to when something is in your ballpark to at least give your opinion on it. Yeah. So he was forced to give his opinion, but when you do that, it brings out the shit that's in your closet. And as a celebrity, it really brings out the shit that's in your closet. And he was probably, as a Virgo, he's Virgo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was trying to avoid that as much as possible, but you can't. Charlemagne is going to have to deal with that situation, whether it's true or he's going to have to put the final nails in that coffin and deal with that. How dare you give the next nigga the donkey of the day?
I didn't know that was a thing again. With Charlemagne.
Well, I just saw Hassan Campbell put up a video of girlfriend again.
Okay.
Going through when it happened, how it happened. It only take one or two people to get viral on it, and now it's picking up traction again. You follow?
Because now I think the way social media is now, and some rightfully so. Like I appreciate it. It's a lot of gotcha moments. Like if you say something you're against this, and I catch you being a hypocrite, it's up. It is way up. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I knew this was gonna happen, and it's just crazy the timing. Because when I say he was dancing on Drake's grave, and he says he was, not biased in that whole thing. Right. He wasn't, and it just came right back to him. You know what's crazy? All right, I even want to touch on this. With 50, he sold the documentary rights to Netflix, apparently, right? Mm-hmm. But for the Diddy documentary, right? And then now there are people going, yo, the energy, like the hating, quote unquote, the hating from 50 is getting annoying now. I've seen people go, I want to see him get his now. Mm-hmm. Talking about 50, even though I'm just like, are you for victims or not? But now you're just for getting somebody back. You know what I mean?
To me, it seems personal.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And so it's one thing for him to say, I'm taking down Diddy, because before all of these accusations, he was on Diddy's ass.
Yeah.
So he is always, in the moral standpoint, look like he was on the right side of this thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, but there's a thin line between now I'm going to capitalize unless all the money is going to go to victims and this and that. You know what I mean? Because this shit is the definition of dry snitching.
Yeah.
Right? This is like, you're going to do a whole... So what's the difference between this and Jay-Z funding a documentary against R. Kelly?
Allegedly.
You know what I mean? With the, surviving R. Kelly situation. And this is pretty much the same exact thing. And when you look at it as one black man now taking down another. But is it, for the people who stand on the side black regardless, they pissed. For the people who are at the point where wrong is wrong and right is right, which is very few, they're like, I don't give a shit who take them down. The entire industry, from Harvey Weinstein to Epstein, all of them need due justice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to address Charleston White for a minute because
What? Okay.
well, he's in the news twice. I'll talk about the main thing that's pressing me. He supported Diddy, and he said, like, you know, why didn't she, I'm paraphrasing, just go to the police? So I want to say to Charleston White, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. That's some real idiotic linear thinking shit. And let me explain to you why. And this is for everyone else who says the same thing. First of all, he has demonstrated that he owns the police.
Yeah.
You follow? During his actions, she's with him, watching him move above the police. So going to the police is only going to piss him off.
Yeah.
That's not the way trauma and fear works. That's almost like saying somebody who's 450 pounds, right? Mm-hmm. It's like you saying, well, why don't they just stop eating? Right?
Yeah.
Because technically you're correct, but you miss the discernment of the situation to understand that there's trauma involved, emotions involved, genetics involved, environment involved. There's a number of things. It ain't just simple as, why don't you just stop fucking eating? Yeah. You don't think somebody 450 pounds would just like to stop eating? So we have to broaden our perspective on how we see these things. That's like if I came to you and said, I'm an alcoholic, man, I can't keep a job, I go home, I beat my wife, I'm irritable, I'm always in a bad mood, my health is bad, and you go, hold on. Why don't you just stop drinking? I go, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
You're right.
genius
How you think
shit
about
right
that?
there. I ain't even think
about
if
that?
I just stop drinking, all my problems will go away.
Yeah.
You know, not taking into the factors, you know what I'm saying, of why this is happening. Did you see your dad do it? You know, it's so much more that goes into it. Same thing with trauma when we speak about women and Stockholm syndrome and fear of their abusers. The abuser puts so much fear in a lot of these women that they know even if they went to the police, they're going to get an order of protection. That's going to be it. And then he still may kill her or her family. So it ain't just cut and dry. I'll just leave the relationship. Yeah. For some of you, it may be that easy. But I told you the secret power, your superpower is perspective. And that's trying to see things from somebody else's view that is not so simple and linear as, why don't she could have been went to the police. You know how Charleston White talking shit. Yeah. She should have just went to the police. This never happened. Yeah. Life is never that simple. If it was, there would be no stupid people in the world because we'd all be reading books.
Yeah, right.
There'd be no corruption because everyone would be honest and have morals over money. The fuck?
Very true. Very true.
Stupid shit.
Did you see what Kodak Black's lawyer had to say?
No.
Interesting. He said he thinks, like the way everything is playing out with the Diddy and Cassie situation, he thinks there's a larger investigation happening about something, and that Cassie is Diddy's co-conspirator. So this video coming out, her suing him, and this video coming out was her showing distance, like, listen, I feared for my life. He's crazy. Look what he made me do. I had no choice in the matter.
Wow.
Whatever that matter is. That's what the Kodak Black's lawyer said.
Interesting.
Deeper, darker secret.
Deeper, darker, because at some point, you know, because there was somebody on, I don't even want to get into that, Corey Holcomb show, who said that bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, she was doing something else. And so we don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes. But I just wanted to put that out there for those who have a simple equation for everything and just say,
Yes.
I would just leave the relationship. Life does not work that simple. If it did.
And power, neither does power.
Neither does power, man.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think we can get a break in now.
Yes.
All right,
We'll take
let's
a
get
quick
to that.
commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. Hit the
Don't
like
touch
button.
that down.
Welcome to Turn a New Leaf, where we believe in the power of nature to heal and transform. In a world filled with synthetic solutions, we offer a different path. A path rooted in ancient wisdom. Just as every leaf in nature has the potential to change and grow, so too do we have that potential and power to transform our lives. Our mission is simple: empowering individuals to reclaim control of their health. Behind every product is our team that is dedicated and committed to harnessing the power of nature to provide you with safe, effective solutions. So whether you're looking to support your immune system, improve your digestion, lose weight, or simply enhance your overall well-being, we have something for you. So take the first step on your journey to optimal health. Visit our website today and start turning a new leaf with Turn a New Leaf. Nature's solution for a healthier, happier you. See you on the other side of health.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending infinite thanks to your higher selves, your legions of angels, your ancestors, your spirit animals, and divine source itself for allowing us to continuously connect in this time and space. I am so grateful to be a beautiful vessel to assist you on your journey and help facilitate healing. Be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, where you can view my blogs, exclusive videos, and schedule all of your services. I can also be reached at 786-828-8722. Be sure to also view my YouTube channel, where I have hundreds of videos for you on your spiritual journey. Thank you so much, wealthy family. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.
We are back.
Yes.
We are back. So don't forget to support those businesses. We got a new one this week. We got Turn a New Leaf Health and Wellness. I use some of their products right here. Oh, some of it is blended in with the green screen. But I have a vegan protein that I use right here. It's an amazing product. I don't use like regular other proteins because if I'm not trying to use like dairy, why would I use the milk that's in those products? They truly are. So this is a vegan vanilla protein that I've been using, been getting great results with.
And Mama Dot has been using it as well. Absolutely.
Mama Dot has been using it. Then she also has sea moss. She also has fat burn. It's a lot of stuff on that website. It's amazing. Go to anewleaf.com. The packaging is incredible. The branding looks great. The website looks great. So
Yeah,
go
we love
check
the
it out.
name, everything about it.
The name too. The name is fly too. Turn a new leaf, because that's what you're trying to do when you're trying to get healthy. You're trying to turn a new leaf. So
And it's
that
a
is
double
dope.
entendre because it's a leaf, which
Exactly.
is natural. Drop bomb
Yeah.
in that.
Drop a bomb. I mean, so definitely go check them out. Go check out Chanel. Go get a reading. Go to her YouTube channel, support, watch her videos, get some. I need a reading soon, very soon. I need one.
Yeah. Aaron Kamadi, thank you for the blessing.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat, bro. Oh, congrats to your son for graduating. So apparently he's already in college, but he just had to go graduate as a formality. You know what I mean? You know how you can go
Yeah.
to school a little early? So that's what
Yeah.
he did. He is quarterbacking right now.
Yeah.
University of New Haven, Connecticut.
That's what we're talking about.
Shouts out to Elijah Cromartie. You know what I mean? Shouts out to everybody else who's been graduating. It's graduation season. I love seeing all the cap and gowns. I love seeing everybody who's
Some of them
been
proms is a little crazy, Malcolm. Some of them.
listen. Proms have gotten out of hand
Yeah.
for the last like 10 years, man.
I saw a horse and
like, a
buggy.
prom.
I'm like, y'all can afford that from the projects and shit. They coming
Yeah.
down with horses and shit.
There was a kid who he was in Florida, and on his prom night, he was holding around stacks of cash in front of a nice car. He got shot. He didn't die, but he got shot.
Yeah.
And the mother was just like, "Oh, y'all some broke ass niggas. Y'all shot my son. Y'all
Yeah,
just
but
mad
he
because
out
y'all
there
broke."
flexing with stacks of cash.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah.
the wolves is out, nigga.
Oh, Jay Nightmare said his sister-in-law just got her kidney this week. Clap that up for her.
Clap that up.
that up.
Nice.
That's
Awesome.
amazing. That is amazing. So
That is amazing.
this, and guys, this is a real thing. When we get some of you guys' good news, when we see some of your good news, like we really feel good about it, and we really feel good shouting you guys out. That's why we're gonna bring back the Urban Excellence Story of the Week as well.
Yes.
Shame on me, but definitely want to bring that back because I love telling amazing stories of people in our communities who are doing some incredible things. So if your kid just graduated from kindergarten, I want to
Yes.
know about it. I want to know.
Send us a picture. We're gonna show love, because if we don't, who will?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And as much as it means to you, it means to us. We
Absolutely.
understand with them small victories, somebody being the first one to do this or that, you know, it's all important stuff. As we say, if Black excellence, which I hate saying now, is the destination, then urban excellence is the journey. Every time I see Black excellence, I see Diddy and Jay-Z and them holding up bottles of champagne at the brunch. That's
Yo,
not
listen.
what we mean, but you know,
Listen,
no Diddy,
if
no Diddy, no Diddy.
anything, because you're starting to see it now, like industry-wide. Remember on the last show, I said I was wondering how the industry is going to react to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, and what they're doing, what they're not admitting, right? They're going, we always heard about Diddy, piece of shit, get him out of here, just get him out of here, right? But they're going, we got Jay-Z though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, we still got Hove. And if anything comes out about him, you're going to see grown men whose identities
Connected to him, yeah.
are connected to him. Their self-worth were connected to him being a billionaire. And to
Yes.
him,
Not them. Yes.
not them, not themselves, but to him. You're going to see grown men lose their mind.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Yep. That's a fact. And that's
heard it
why
here first.
when you give the core of yourself to somebody else, you lose yourself when they die. Mm-hmm. You know. So
Facts. And then
Yep.
somebody said, no Weinstein, no Vince McMahon. Those all need documentaries too, because Vince McMahon was a wild boy.
yes.
He was,
They
and we
all
reported
need
on him here too.
documentaries.
And we reported on him here too. So,
But you
I'll
did get
say
the
that.
Disney documentary. We have enough footage on Epstein.
I saw that doc too.
You
Crazy.
know what I mean? So these docs are out there and they're coming
Yeah.
of people compiling information, you know, for those who want to be in the know and get details that they may not get through mainstream news.
Absolutely.
But at this point, you know, you should know already.
Yeah.
You should know. Now, like I said, if 50 Cent is turning that money over for domestic violence, you know, this and that, okay, that means you use that situation to garner something to help people, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you just gonna pocket that money to watch Diddy go down, yeah, that's a little, goddamn, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Did you see what Shaka Khan's daughter said about Diddy?
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, she was basically saying the way you treated my mother, who was an icon,
Yeah.
right? Just treated her like a piece of shit because you're up right now was bad. And that comes back, you know, listen.
I'm glad this is happening to you.
You see the people, I don't know who created the saying, I think it was Muhammad Ali. I treat the janitor like I treat the CEO, right?
Right.
So I treat everybody the same with a certain amount of respect because respect is due. If you treat people below you like shit, take advantage because you're in a position of power, what goes up must come down eventually at some point. You know what I mean? And so them same people that you passed on the way up, they're going to take joy in watching your downfall, especially somebody like Chaka Khan. You know what I mean? And I don't know what exactly he did to her, but it rubbed the daughter in such a way that she went public and said, I am enjoying this. Yeah. And so she represents a certain amount of people who feel that way. You know?
Yep.
I want to speak about Willis the Hedgehog. A lot of you may not know who that is. He is a prankster who has made his living online. What he does is he wears the Sonic the Hedgehog hat. And he goes into jewelry stores and he asks to see jewelry. And when they put the jewelry in his hand, he speeds off like Sonic the Hedgehog. But then he comes back because it's just a prank. He's just doing it for likes. Well, he did it one time too many. And he went into a jewelry store and somebody handed him the jewelry and he ran off and they shot him in the back 3 times and killed him. And so it's a very unfortunate situation. And first of all, I believe the jewelry store owner overreacted. Let's just say that. Yeah. Anytime you shoot somebody in the back 3 times, that means they were moving away from you so you were not being threatened. It ain't like he was pulling off a prank like he was robbing the store with toy guns. Yeah. So that's extreme.
Yeah.
But I want to focus on some of these pranksters, Malcolm. They're getting out of hand.
Oh, they've been getting out of hand.
I see them in supermarkets. I see your man, I'm Tyrone, nigga. This nigga is brolic, smacking cigarettes out of people's hands. I'm Tyrone, nigga. I done fucked your wife, big long dick style, nigga. And dudes is like, well, you know, come on, man. Like, stop it, man. And so, you know, some of these pranks, it's the Spanish guy always, hey, in people's ear. Nigga throw a bucket on your head, and then you look around, and he pulling the bucket off his head, too. Your goofy ass, y'all looking around the store together. Yo, who did that? I don't know, man.
I'm dead. You watch a lot of these.
I mean, but they're annoying.
Your algorithm is weird, man. I'm sorry.
Say it again?
Your algorithm is crazy.
I mean, it's the shit that just comes up. And it's just getting extreme. And so for likes, this young man lost his life, whether who's right or who's wrong. Look him up. His name is Willis the Hedgehog. Man. You know what I'm saying? If you Google him, he'll come up. And so, that's really, really bad. And so condolences to his family, but these pranks are getting out of hand. Just wanted to say that.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So on Monday, I spoke about the fake Trump rally that happened in the South Bronx and the Black Lives MAGA shirts that I saw. Today was the day.
Today was the official rally.
Today was the official rally, and he was in the Bronx, and people were out there deep.
Yeah.
You see videos? I saw videos and pictures, and people were out there riding for Trump.
Yeah.
Now, this is.
I know you sad you couldn't be here so you could ride for Trump, but you know.
No.
Unfortunate.
No. No, but I thought it was interesting because Kathy Hochul, remember she's the one that said black kids in the Bronx don't even know what a computer is. She was saying Trump is here, he's wasting his time, and everybody who is there are losers and stuff like that because New York will never support Trump and stuff like that. And cool, like I agree. New York is like too blue of a state to support Trump. But what Trump has been doing, I don't know if you've been kind of paying attention. He's been going to a lot of just firmly Democratic places, and there are a lot, and the turnouts there when they do their rallies is large. He went to Jersey. He went to there is large. So I don't know what that game plan is, but
let me pose this question, Malcolm. Who the fuck said those was Democratic people out there?
I think they was all actors.
That's they you know.
I think they was all actors.
I drop bomb to that.
Yeah.
All them people. I didn't scan the crowd from TV.
I didn't see enough black
The Bronx
people
got a
there.
certain flavor to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And you don't see Poppy, Mommy out there, everybody, Tony
But here's the thing.
Look like white folks.
If you have enough actors, you can fill in the crowd with real people. If they go, I do like Trump, and then
FOMO.
you feel you feel validated because there's a lot of people out there. That's what I think was happening personally.
That happens because people, where's the crowd? Oh, crowd.
Yeah.
Let me get out there and shit. Now you out there in the middle of the crowd and shit, and it's a Trump rally and shit. Yeah, that happens all the time. But it takes a certain amount of people just to get it started.
But so what do you think the strategy is? Because he knows that he has no chance of winning New York. So you come down to the Bronx like that's. First of all, that's gangster, but he from New York. Yeah. True.
No big deal. These are his stomping grounds.
Yeah.
He feels very comfortable in New York City. You know what I mean? So he's showing up like, yo, what's good? You know, I hang out in these neighborhoods. So, and like you said, then there is the Italian Americans.
Oh, yeah.
In New York City, Little Italy,
Throgs Neck,
yeah, Pelham, certain areas, Riverdale, certain areas that they could all converge and have. Is Mama Dot flushing the toilet? Is that what I'm hearing? Are we in 3D? You didn't potty? I asked you, did you have to potty before the show came on? You didn't potty? Okay.
I'm professional.
Back to the live show, right? And so it's not hard to him to get Italians from all of the neighborhoods to come out there. And then goofy black folks. Black folks are so goofy. You know us. If a nigga start running, we're just going to start running. We don't need to know why you running, what you running from. You might be running to. We just running, right? And so the cameras is on. Everything is about being on camera, So I wouldn't be surprised if some of it was a fake crowd to get it started, mixed in with real people. Yeah.
But so AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, like the one who claims she's from the Bronx, even though she's from upstate.
Okay.
She had her own anti-Trump rally, and nobody showed up.
Of course not.
Yeah.
We don't know you. We don't like you.
Yeah.
Fuck, we want to show up where the smoke is at.
Yeah.
I love the people from the Bronx, close by the Bronx. The blacks in the Bronx have always been good to me. I can name about 3 black friends.
Well, it's especially the way the economy is, the way immigration is, the way it feels. Because my friend, he just sent me some stats that kind of show that the economy is actually doing better than we assume it is, right?
Okay.
And I said, okay, true. It doesn't feel that way, though.
Right.
And people vote how they feel, not what they know. They vote how they feel.
Come on, Malcolm, especially black folk.
Yeah, so I'm like, that, you know what I mean? You're going to have a hard time, getting that message across. But I wanted to talk about this. right? So there were newly unsealed documents that revealed that the FBI, when they raided Mar-a-Lago a couple years ago, remember for the documents, the stolen documents that Trump had?
Yes.
If you remember, in the documents, it said law enforcement of the Department of Justice could use deadly force if necessary on a former president.
Bro, I'm still.
So you
go ahead.
Like, so they basically, like, if Trump didn't comply, you know what I'm saying? They basically had the right to knock his top off. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the world we live in now, Malcolm. And I'm still waiting for the verdict to come down because I think they went to deliberation in the court case he's filing now, or closing arguments.
Oh, did you hear what happened with that?
No.
So remember, this is about like campaign funds and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So one of his old like campaign workers or something, like, I forget the guy's actual title, but he came in. He just got arrested or found guilty of some other kind of money laundering, stuff like that. He came in as a witness for Trump to say he stole campaign funds. I think he just kamikazed himself for Trump.
That happens.
Yo.
That happens. Trump is a powerful man in that arena, so to speak. So it's not uncommon for somebody to come in and railroad themselves for the benefit of America. You're a patriot.
Right.
Now you're going to go down. You're going to go down. But, you know, once I'm the president, I'm going to pardon you.
There was a show called...
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a show called Billions, right? And it's about, like, hedge fund executives, stuff like that, and insider trading. And they had this guy's, one of his employees, like one of his, like, he's in a hedge fund. They had one of his, like, not second in command, like third or fourth in command. And Justice Department, you know, putting screws to him. They're like, yo, we got you on this. Give us something, or, you know, we're going to tell your family about your other family. He said, what? Watch this. Text his wife. He said, I just told her everything. Now what?
Wow.
And then, yo, they went like all of the cops. They were just like, yo, did he just blow up his life for him?
Yeah.
That's what I think I think his name is Cohen. Andy Cohen? Or not Andy Cohen. That's the... I'm watching too much Bravo with Avery. I forget the guy's name, but he came in as a witness for Trump. It was like out of a TV show. It's crazy.
But that happens especially in the mob, nigga. You know that happened in the mob.
Yeah.
I'm taking the fall. It was me.
Michael Cohen. Thank you, guys.
Michael Cohen. Oh, yeah, he's the main star witness. And he just threw himself off a cliff.
Yeah. For Trump.
Yeah. Crazy. Not uncommon. You know, especially mob, if you got mob ties, high political ties, man, you going to a Fed prison, bro. You gonna play tennis and shit.
Pickleball,
eating sausages and shit. Cook meals and shit, you know. Get you some conjugal visits and shit, you know. Come on now. You can do that time.
So let's get to some more stuff.
Yep.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
And hold on, I want to get the name. To Kamala, who just emailed me that I need my own soundbox. You're right. We agree with you. I'm going to get it so I don't have to rely on Dot to press the button. We hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they say you kind of slow on the button and, you know,
well,
you don't feel right.
Walk
You hitting the
and
button.
chew gum at the same time.
I mean, they just, you know, they feel more comfortable with that weapon in my hand. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. It's a dangerous weapon to have.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
I'm confused right here. Ask me to walk and chew gum.
Yeah. So let's talk about what's a good. Oh, that guy Klaus Schwab. He is stepping down from the World Economic Forum.
Not only him, Malcolm, the head of, I think, Chase or another big financial institution.
Chase, Jamie Dimon. They think he's about to step down as well.
Step down. Now, why are they stepping down is the question. Is that the year that this money system changes over and they're cashing out? Is that the paradigm shift? Because everyone's been speaking about there's gonna have to be a money change. America's in so much debt. Don't ask me who the debt is to.
Yeah.
You know, how can you be 30 trillion in debt to who?
Somebody
Right?
said, yo, if you lived with Jesus and spent $1 million a day, you still wouldn't be in as much debt as America is.
Say that again, because I don't think people understand the magnitude of the debt we're in.
They said if you lived with Jesus and spent $1 million a day, we still wouldn't be in as much debt as America is right now.
So that goes to show you we'll never be out of debt unless they go, all right, let's scrap that. That didn't work. Now we got the new coin or the Bitcoin system that's foolproof. Everybody's slate is zero. You don't owe nothing. Start over. Reparations for you niggas. Gotta be pure nigga though. Pure nigga.
Yeah.
Line up reparations for you.
Yeah.
A little bit of this for you.
Yeah.
And let's hit go. And
Yeah.
everybody good again. That's the only way this shit works because you know.
Jamie Dimon, he is probably top 2 or top 3 most powerful people on the planet.
Now,
CEO
hold on,
Chase?
Malcolm. Now, is he a Rothschild?
No, okay. Not the unseen hand. He is very seen.
You mean the seen hand? Okay.
Very
okay.
seen, yes, very seen.
Okay.
CEO of JP Morgan and Chase, like how many banks he's bailed out, him like
Yes.
how many, you know what I'm saying? Just I've done some reading on him and he's ill. So I don't, for him to step down, it must be for something.
Can
I
you
don't know.
imagine what his severance package is going to look like?
Come on, man.
His severance package is going to be crazy,
Yeah, come on.
right? And again, long as they hit the reset button, and because America's credit score got to be 400, got to be.
Easy.
325. America can't buy cars for themselves with that goddamn credit score. You know what I
Easy,
mean?
yeah.
And then they're going to call me and ask me to give them the little $1,200 I owe them on some shit. You know? Come on, man. The hypocrisy and all of this shit. You know? Somebody
Yeah,
need
so
to
what do
call
you-
America. Get that damn
What do you think about Schwab stepping down though?
The World Health, well, he been saying some real bizarre shit over the years about one world governments and what they're gonna do to control, and that water. Is he the one who said water is not a privilege?
Did he say that?
Don't misquote me. One of them dudes was like, you shouldn't even be able to get water without paying for it. And we know one man, Orlando Brown, what he said about that. Come on, you know what I mean? And so he says some real New World Order things that made me nervous because of the position of power that he is in. It made me wonder, what does he know? You know what I mean? And for him to say, look, I'm out of here. Next year, I'm out. I think we need to pay very close attention to that.
Okay.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
Alien invasion around that time, maybe, you know. Because once I see aliens, I ain't paying nobody. I ain't paying the electric bill. I ain't paying the motherfucking car notes. Listen, man, we got an alien invasion on our hands. Stop calling me about that goddamn car note.
Yeah.
Real issues in the world, sir.
Yeah.
Yo, somebody said Diddy has been on the line with the Illuminati customer service. You know what I'm saying? He on the line with the Illuminati. Yes, customer service.
Right.
Representative. Yes, I need a representative right now. Shit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That is hilarious. All right. What's this QR code for the Paris Olympics?
All right, during the Paris Olympics, there is going to be certain zones that you can't get in unless you have a specific QR code. And this is probably going to be the first test run on how they can limit you from moving around certain cities, and certain things are going to be restricted. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's an area that they don't want certain people, but if you don't have a specific QR code, you will not be able to access. Now, again, I'm looking at that from beyond just the Olympics. Like they may debut that in the Olympics. Imagine you can't move certain neighborhoods without a QR code. You know what I mean? Dangerous stuff, man. Dangerous stuff. So let's keep an eye on that.
Okay. All right.
Juan Montez, thank you for the Cash App. Yep. Oh, now listen, Charleston White.
Oh yeah.
He's also doing an episode of To Catch a Predator. Did you see that?
No. Wait, like a real one?
Yeah. He ran up. He had a film team with him. I know y'all saw this shit. And he was in the supermarket, ran up on some fat white boy with a bullhorn because the fat white boy thought he was meeting a 15-year-old girl, and it wound up being Charleston White.
Oh my God.
And so I saw another episode of him running up on somebody else, and somebody was beating him, meeting the car or something. So Charleston White, To Catch a Predator is his new thing out. So he's running around catching weirdos.
I guess that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it was funny shit.
Yeah.
Not funny that nigga was after girls, but.
Yeah. I understand.
With that being said, is it time for another break?
It is, but
It
real
is.
quick, I wanted to talk about this. I saw this on TMZ that nearly 300 Boeing planes are at risk of exploding due to an electrical flaw. So remember all of the whistleblowers that say these planes are not really made well. Apparently, over 300 of them have an electrical flaw that can cause them to blow up mid-flight.
Now that's dangerous because when you're in the air, you're actually submitted to the process. You know what I mean? You know, you like, Jesus, you know me. I'm Hotep, but I will call on Jesus and Muhammad. All during my flight if the shit get real crazy. You already know that. I ain't loyal to nobody. I'm loyal to who gonna land this motherfucking plane. Right? And so when you're in the air, you try to, the reason the pilot is there, we're gonna fly at 35, 30 miles an hour, northwest.
You keep saying
if you look
this.
to your right. The pilot's not flying the plane. All right? We know that. Shit is automated.
Taking off and landing.
Yeah, whatever. That's for your comfort, Malcolm. Right? That's for you to go, he's trained, and he's got us. And they come down and bring you peanuts and shit and sodas, and you can relax. But that plane is flying itself. Trust me. And it's certain areas that plane can't fly through. That's a whole nother area. So it's got to go around. Because you would say, why not just go a straight line here? It's all because the automation and the way the wind blows and all that shit. And then before the plane land, because he be in his sleep, and then they say, sir, get ready. He gets up right before the shit land, and he gets in, like they tell you, the same thing they tell you, pull your seat up, make sure your seat buckled. He pull his seat up, he buckle his shit, and the plane come down, and you are happy. But a fire on the plane, smoke on the plane, like some people who say they see a wing on fire, I don't know how I'm gonna react. You know. Just saying.
Okay.
All right?
Well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
And come back with some questions.
Questions. Come back with some questions. Just.
Hey, son. Did you put up the Urban X t-shirts for the family I told to? And why you dressed like that, son?
Pop, after reading the ISIS papers 37 and a half times, I am woke now.
Woke? Son, it's 4 in the afternoon. What do you mean woke? I've been woke all day trying to get you to get in here and do these shirts for the Urban X family. Malcolm.
Whoa. Malcolm is my slave name. I am grown by Brother Mustafa Imhotep X squared. You refer to me as Brother Mustafa Imhotep X squared.
You big dummy! I named you Malcolm after the greatest activist of this time. You gotta put one right across your lips. You crazy?
Pop, I've been working in this shop by myself. This is worse than working for the white man working with you.
Now, son, you know I would help you if I didn't have my arthritis. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do the best you can do. I'm going to still lead you.
I'm not even getting paid. If it wasn't for the donations from the Urban X family, thank you for the $20. Next time, send 40.
Son, who you talking to? Who's at the door? Oh, God, oh. Done hurt my eyes. I was already having a bad day with this big dummy. Hey, OD, what brings you around today?
Malcolm, Dot, to preach the word of Jesus. One thing I have realized, if Jesus don't do it, it just won't get done. I said if Jesus don't do it, it just won't get done.
You know, no, all this old Jesus stuff is got me going crazy. I don't listen to none of that crazy stuff.
You old heathen, you need Jesus.
And you need to get your face lifted or your body lowered.
You old bug-eyed fool.
Who you talking to like that?
Come on, Pop.
Yeah, you right. I shouldn't have said that. Now, OD, I want you to go in the fridge and get out the cookie dough.
For what?
So you can slam your face in it and make animal crackers.
Come on, Pop. You can't talk top Nubian queen like that.
Yeah, you right, son. You right. You know what? Tell you what you can do. I'm give you an Urban X gift card and get you some t-shirts and hats. And too bad we ain't got no face mask.
Oh, that's it. You old bug-eyed fool.
Get you right here and punch you right across your lip. You better get on out of my house.
I'm leaving.
Get on out of here.
I'm leaving.
Get on out of here.
I'm gone.
All right, Pop, I'm going to stop messing with you. I got a hot date tonight.
What you gonna take out one of them beautiful African Nubian queens that you been telling me all about?
Maybe.
Oh, mama, this is the big one. I'm coming to join you, mama. I named him Malcolm X in hopes that he would marry Betty Shabazz. I think he's gonna bring home a Betty Cracker. Oh, this is the big one, baby.
All right, we are back.
And we're back.
Hope you enjoyed the classics.
Yes.
We keep sprinkling them in from time to time.
We got some
You know?
good ones coming out. Don't
Yes.
worry. All right.
Absolutely.
So,
Mal, what's going on, man?
in more news, I saw, you guys remember Sean Kingston?
Yeah.
His house got raided and they took his mother.
They arrested
Apparently.
his moms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and took him out because they say he has a lot of debt. He has a tendency of getting expensive stuff and not paying his bills.
Yeah, and apparently, like, he got his mom jammed up through a couple of his own scams, so they wound up taking her. That's rough.
That's rough when they take out Big Mama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to do your scams by yourself. You can't have them handcuff your moms and take her out. Not a good look.
Yeah, when we hear, I haven't heard Sean Kingston song in I don't know how long, right? In almost a decade and a half. You know what I mean?
But I did hear his name in some dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
The same kind of dirt, like he don't pay his bills and he be running some kind of scam.
Right? And then remember with the G Herbo stuff, he was scamming, he was credit card scamming. So these rappers are not above it. And I will go as far as to say like this is way more common than we like to believe. We think because they're rappers, they make money.
They don't.
And while they do that,
it's lucrative to be on the black market, moving credit cards, identity, all of that stuff that they're doing to keep up that lifestyle, to keep up that appearance. Because remember, the same forces needed to obtain are the same forces needed to maintain.
Yep.
Right? When you had a hit record or you was so-called on top of the world, you know, you maybe overexpend because black people, a lot of us, not all of us, don't understand how finances work and how to save for a rainy day. And so we're willing to do anything to keep that lifestyle up and keep that lifestyle going. Yes, absolutely. But I truly believe in morals over money. You can get this at Shop Urban X.
ShopUrbanX.com.
ShopUrbanX.com. And the one
Yes,
I
we
had
have
on Monday,
Yes, the
culture
culture
over
versus
vultures, you can get that.
Yeah.
You could get Cream, corporations rule everything around me. Get the money. You can get that. Yeah, get some stuff, man.
In some other news, the family of Henrietta Lacks, they can pursue compensation from a pharmaceutical company over the use of her cells, which have obviously been influential in modern medicine, but they were taken without her consent decades ago.
Now, is this a Mandela effect moment? Didn't they already sue them? Didn't Ben Crump get that money already?
I think it's another company.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is a second company.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, they should get all of that money. All of that money. Take all them pharmaceuticals down.
Yeah. Somebody said, okay, this is a question. Urban X, y'all heard about BRICS is starting October 2024, plus they're working on a universal basic income with Elon Musk. I wouldn't be surprised with that with Elon Musk because he has been like doing some weird stuff with that Neuralink implant. He's been trying to play God, and I think because people see him as this free speech patriot, like, you know, he got Twitter. You can say whatever you want on Twitter, even though you can't.
Right.
I think he is able to kind of move around like he is not really one of the elites that are trying to take over the world.
Yes, and the BRICS, that's the money system, right?
Yes.
Well,
No,
they're going to
BRICS,
try to get back
that's
on
the
the gold
coalition
standard, I believe.
Yeah.
And they're going to knock off the American dollar. You think America just going to let that happen?
Yeah, and they gave a date.
Check this out. Check this out, Malcolm. I'm in America, nigga. I'm not letting that shit happen. I got a few dollars in my motherfucking pocket. Think I'm just going to let y'all take that over? I'm ready to kill every other nation that tries to stop the American dollar. I'm an American, man. Fuck, this is business.
Yeah.
Until I get some gold in my shit. I think I want the American dollar.
That's what I be trying to tell people. That's what I be trying to tell people. Like, especially like you're here, and they like America need to fall. I'm like,
yo, calm down with all that stupid shit you talking. You got it good here in America. You could be a bum and got it good in America. Like you get food stamps, you Medicaid, you get services. You could go into a shelter, right?
Yeah.
Stay for a little while, come out, get a nice, comfy place. This is America. Shit. We so crazy here, bums got attitudes in America.
Yeah.
You try to give one $2, $2. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Nigga, you want a McChicken sandwich or you don't, nigga? What the fuck?
McDonald's, the McChicken prices came down. They had like $1.29 again.
That's what I'm saying.
Even I didn't get one. I just saw the prices.
First of all, nigga, don't try to clean it up. I didn't get one.
I didn't get one.
Check this out. $1.29 is good price.
Yeah.
First of all, that's not chicken. So just get that in your mind.
Yeah.
It's chicken-like, right? It's like chicken. So based on your budget, based on what you're doing, because sometimes I be coming in 2, 3 in the morning. Mickey D's is open. I go give me 2 of those chicken things. Yeah, I got. And I'm gonna put it in there. Get in my belly. It ain't food, but you know. But at least I'm honest with myself. Malcolm, you just tried to lie. You know you bought 3 of them shits for $1.29.
They calling you MAGA Dot in the chat. I'm not alone, finally, because they think, And they said that's hilarious.
Until you demonstrate that me moving to Uganda, whoever the fuck it is y'all talking about going, is more, than America. I can walk the streets, see my peoples, hang out, niggas out here shooting dice. I can go to Poppy, go to Art and get a chopped cheese. I can drive around. I can flush my toilet. The doo-doo goes away. I ain't throwing shit into a pot and fucking ditch. And then the fucking army coming after me because I'm in a small village and shit. I don't know my way around because I'm from the Bronx. They telling me to walk through this little path. I don't know all that shit. I don't want to do none of that shit. I'm an American.
Oh, my God.
That's right. MAGA. Keep my shit going. I got an AARP card. I got my Social Security, a few benefits on the side, make a little hustle. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is a good life. What you niggas want? What you niggas want? We want justice. Justice for who?
Yeah.
We gotta go kill other people. We need the oil. How your car gonna run, son? Son.
Yo.
Son. How your car gonna run if we ain't got the oil for the other people? How you niggas gonna be blinged out? We ain't got the diamonds.
Yo,
you
hold
wanna
on.
live right?
So the world, I think the World Court, they said that they are putting out like I think arrest warrants for the leaders of Hamas and Israel for genocide and war crimes, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. So there was a U.S. official who said, "Yo, if we let that happen, they could just come get us." I thought that was so funny.
This
they just
shirt
said
right
it.
Here, this shirt is from China.
No, it's
I
not.
don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. This shirt is from China.
No, those are Bella Canvas. Those are made in America.
Oh, this one's made in America?
Those are made in America.
But we got some other ones that's come out of China. Don't get it fucked up.
Okay.
If we start warring with them, I can't get my shirts, put my designs on, sell them to you. And now you fucking with my money, man. You fucking with my money. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to keep it a bean with you. You know. I drink good Colombian coffee. Where am I getting my coffee from? You know?
Thank you. Somebody just got the ICC, the International Criminal Court. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious because they were just basically saying we do this too, and if we let them arrest them, then we getting in trouble.
We could be next. Sometimes y'all gotta think, son. Y'all want to be all on the right side, and America is a bad place. I've been here a long time. Been pretty nice to me.
He immediately just went against the shirt. Immediately. That's it. It took a commercial break.
Yeah, it did. Fuck them morals.
It took one commercial break.
Fuck them morals. That shit, I should put an asterisk near this shit. This shirt should have an asterisk on it. Morals, like, over money, except when it comes to my money. Nigga, shit. Fuck yeah.
That's funny. Mm-hmm. So we got a question. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, J. Theophilus. Said, Dot and Malcolm, have y'all thought about doing a live music review every so often for the artists in the Urban X fam? $25 a song or something. What'd you think?
Like a separate segment where we review people's music. That's a tough one because if your music is trash, it's trash. Not saying yours is.
Yeah.
Minneapolis or Supertropolis. Extratropolis, Megatrop, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Not saying yours is, but then, I don't want to start becoming the standard for, because then you see me on the street and it's a problem, or for $25 too, come on, bro. Come on, I can't, I can't lie for $25.
Somebody said it's
$250? $250? I might be able to this is the greatest album.
This is the best song ever.
This is the best song ever.
This is a classic.
$250. Yeah. Not for $25. Not for $25. Yeah.
We watched the Allen and we watched that documentary a minute ago.
Which one?
Hey, fam, the Allen and Farrell documentary about Woody Allen. That was a while ago.
Yes.
He's nasty too. He is a nasty, nasty man too. Absolutely.
Come on with some more questions.
Coach Wayne said, can we finally consider Lauryn Hill a one-hit wonder that treats fans like trash?
Listen, I haven't had a personal experience with her.
Right, yeah.
I've heard things, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna say a one-hit wonder. I still feel the album, I still play the album, you know what I mean? And so that might be a stretch, but if that's the way you feel about it, I can't knock the way you feel about something, Yeah.
I have not seen the Mike Check doc. Did it drop today or tomorrow?
The Mike Check.
That's Tariq Nasheed's doc?
Is that this week?
I think so.
I think that's this week. I'm not really sure. But I haven't heard anything, but the reviews will start coming out, when people get to see it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Who do you think will be in the finals?
Dallas and Boston. Who
Shouts
has
out
a
to
fan
Kyrie.
on? Malcolm, you got a fan on? Somebody got a fan on? No?
I have a fan on. Yeah.
All right, turn that shit off.
I can't. It's like it's a ceiling fan. You hear it that bad?
Oh, no, that's not you then. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Okay, I think it's Dallas because I'm rooting. This segues me into my Kyrie redemption tour.
Shouts out to him.
Huh?
I said shouts out to him.
Shouts out to Kyrie Irving. And what made me think about that was last week when they won and they was playing on the network of ESPN, Stephen A. Smith was noticeably missing from the post-interview process because they was interviewing Kyrie Irving. Now, he was there at the beginning of the ESPN segment. He was there at the halftime segment. But at the end of the show, he was noticeably absent. I think about all the things he said about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving should retire. Kyrie Irving don't love the game. Kyrie Irving is being, all the things he said because he didn't take the jibbity jab. They ran Kyrie Irving out of New York based on that and a movie that he had nothing to do with, right? He goes to Dallas and he starts winning. He starts winning so much. Remember, Charles Barkley called him an idiot. And even Shaq said some foul shit about him. And they both begged him to come back. And he sat last night right next to them, which was big on his part because he didn't have to do that. And they were all sucking up to Kyrie Irving because winning and holding on to your dignity, morals over money, right? Put him back in a position to win. And so I'm rooting heavy for Kyrie Irving to get there and face Boston, his old team. He also was wearing a new shoe, a new Anta shoe. It's an indigenous shoe he got out. This is crazy with tassels on it. So Kyrie Irving is doing some kind of magical ritual out here. I've seen him sage Boston Celtics stadium out, so he understands the power of this. That's his new shoe, the Anta. You know what I mean? And, so he's out here doing it. And Edwards called them out, and he put something on that young boy last night and showed him who the king is. So this is turning, for me, into a redemption tour for Kyrie Irving, and I'm going to root for him to get the job done.
Yo, somebody said Air Moccasins. That's funny.
Air Moccasins. Yep.
That's funny. But shouts out to Kyrie because they definitely were trying their best to gang up on him.
Oh my God! Again, reactivists trying to get out in front of something just to be heard. You know what I mean? And he stood his ground. Now it did cost him his max contract.
Yeah,
he was eligible for a max 2 years ago, from what I understand, and all of that. And it cost him being on the top 75 of all time. Right? All of this stuff cost this man, and this man seems to be in a great place right now, and he got a lot of basketball left inside of him. And so I'm going to see what them young boys, the Wolves, can do with them two veteran guards up top. We'll see.
Also, this has nothing to do with Kyrie, but somebody just asked, did I hear about the bird flu story? I did. Apparently, in what state is this? What state? I gotta get it. But there was the first case of a human catching the bird flu.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So here we go with this shit.
Basically.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I ate a McChicken. That ain't chicken. That's how that shit might be fucking transferred. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Goddamn fake chicken sandwiches.
In Australia. This happened in Australia. The first human case of the bird flu.
Okay, it always starts somewhere and gives us a sense of comfortability at first. And then next thing you know, that person flies from Australia to America.
Like, how did it? Well, they got on the plane by accident or
They
something.
got on the plane and we couldn't monitor it. Now that shit is here.
Yo, you guys remember the vid? Like, do you remember it was 5 people on the cruise ship and they pulling in tomorrow. Like, hopefully we can contain it on this ship, and then all of a sudden it's upstate New York. Or all of a sudden it's in the city. I'm just like,
making
yo,
its way
and
down.
we gotta.
And the shit, I'm like, really? You motherfuckers can monitor something invisible in real time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. All right. So with that being said,
guys, we appreciate you. We love you.
We do.
Thank you for joining me. Have a amazing Memorial Day weekend. Have a safe one.
Yes.
Cook out with some family.
Yes.
Argue over spades. Don't fight though. Just good arguments. You know what I mean? See everybody and have an amazing time. And we'll see you. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Get one of these shirts at shopurbanx.com. Morals over money, or culture over vulture, or the cream. Corporations rule everything around me. Join the membership at urbanx.nyc.
TurnAnewLeaf.com.
Go to TurnANewLeaf.com. Get something for your health and wellness. Get this vegan protein, or CMOS. The vegan protein is good. I've been back in the gym. It's really good.
Nice.
I think she has other flavors. I think there's chocolate as well, vegan chocolate as well, and packaging, like I said, very, very nice, professional. So definitely get that. And with that being said, guys, peace.